This court is now in session. But today, there is no judge on a high bench. There are no lawyers in black robes. The courtroom is larger than any hall. It is this nation itself. And the litigant, it is us, the people of India. Our case is unusual. We are both plaintiff and defendant, both accused and accuser. The question before this court is not about property or crime, it is about the Constitution itself. Did we in 1950 truly give ourselves a Constitution, or did we inherit one, polished, translated but not entirely our own? Did we wear the sovereign document, or did we accept a borrowed garment? I want you, the jury of citizens, to listen carefully and closely, because by the end of this hearing you must decide. When you hold the Constitution in your hands, are you holding a book of freedom or a book of dependency? Now let's picture December 1946, the Constituent Assembly, 299 members gathered to script a new destiny. It is winter in Delhi. The country is freshly partitioned, bleeding, divided, and inside the hall they are men of stature: Nehru, Patel, Ambedkar, Rajendra Prasad. But pause here. Look carefully at the benches. What do you see? Lawyers in courts, professors, landowners, princes. Almost all are educated in English. Many trained in London. Now ask, who do you not see? Not a farmer from Bihar, not a tribal from Bastar, not a Dalit woman from Tamil Nadu. We wrote "We the people," but the people did not directly sit in that hall. Here lies the first contradiction. The Constitution claims to speak for 300 million Indians, but it was drafted by 299 elites. So ask yourself, did our freedom truly begin with the voice of the people? Or did it begin with the voice of the privileged on behalf of the people? This is the first charge, representation. Now let us move to the second charge, borrowing. Read the text carefully and closely, and you will see foreign fingerprints everywhere. Fundamental rights, American Bill of Rights, Parliament democracy from Westminster, lock, stock and barrel, federalism from Canadian template, directive principles from Irish Constitution, emergency provisions from Weimar Germany, and even the amendment process again borrowed. So is this a constitution or a compilation? Imagine this. You sit for an exam, you copy the answers from the 5 classmates, you bind them neatly and sign your name. Is that creation or imitation? But let us not be simplistic, because here is the twist. Every great nation borrows. The Americans borrowed Montesquieu, the French borrowed Rousseau, Japan copied Prussia, even Britain's wanted ancient constitution is just a patchwork of statutes, charters and court rulings. Borrowing is not a crime, borrowing blindly is. So the real question is, did we borrow blindly or did we borrow from vision? Was our constitution a patchwork quilt or a tailored garment? This is the second charge, originality. Now let me call the defense to the stand, because to call our constitution a copycat is unfair. Consider our fundamental duties, not Western at all. They echo an ancient Indian idea that rights are inseparable from duties, that liberty without responsibility is chaos. Consider Panchayati Raj. It constitutionalizes India's oldest tradition of self-rule, village panchayats. Consider reservations, the most ambitious social justice experiment in the world, borrowed from America or Europe, born of Indians' caste wounds. And then our Supreme Court in 1973 in Keshavananda Bharati case invented the basic Structure Doctrine. No constitution in the world had this doctrine. This was pure Indian jurisprudential genius. So perhaps the Constitution is not a borrowed garment. Perhaps it is a raw cloth. Yes, the threads were foreign, but the weaving, the stitching and the endless restitching, that was ours. This is the defense, innovation. But the case is not finished, because there remain unresolved contradictions. Federalism. Did we empower the states or did we make them servants of Delhi? The bureaucracy. Did we truly free ourselves or did we preserve the colonial steel frame under an Indian flag? The social contract, did we give rights or did we bury them under directive principles? And the history proves it. In 1975, Indira Gandhi imposed emergency. Fundamental rights were vanished. The constitution bends into dictatorship. 1992, Mandal judgment, caste divides India again. This time in the name of equality. 2017, Swami judgment, right to privacy declared fundamental. Suddenly, technology becomes constitutional territory. Every decade, the constitution is dragged back into court. Every decade, it is relitigated. It is a book that refuses to close, a trial without end. This is the fourth charge, instability. So what is the verdict? The truth is messy. Our constitution is both borrowed and original, both elite and democratic, both foreign and Indian. It was born of fear, fear of collapse, fear of disintegration, but also born of hope, hope of unity, hope of freedom. Its genius lies in its imperfection, because an imperfect constitution invites argument, and argument is the lifeblood of democracy. Our constitution is not a sacred document or scripture. It is not a colonial relic, it is a battlefield, a book that must be fought over again and again by every generation. Which means this, the next hearing is never the last hearing. So I leave you with a question. When you celebrate the constitution, are you celebrating independence? Or are you still bound by rules written elsewhere, polished and signed in Delhi? The answer is not in the court's files. It is in your conscience. It is in your debates, your votes, your voices. Until then, answer is clear. This court stands adjourned. Thank you. We will meet again in the next hearing.